My name is Julie Bond. I'm the president of Bond Consulting Group, which is a large independent SR&ED firm in Canada. We specialize in SR&ED, but also subspecialty is the medical sector, medical professional corporations and dentists. Today, I have the pleasure of talking to Seema Sharma from Wealth and Estate Financials. She's headquartered in Mississauga, but she serves clients across the country. And she specializes in, you got it, doctors and dentists. So, Seema, can you please tell me a little bit about what you provide to doctors and dentists as far as financial planning? What's that service look like?
Absolutely, Julie. So thank you so much for this opportunity, first of all. And as you mentioned, I'm a financial planner. I have over 300 clients that are doctors, specialists, dentists across Canada. And what I basically do is I'm their full-time assistant when it comes to anything concerning their finance. So my clients mostly, Julie, they would reach out to me and they'll say, you know what, I've just started my practice, or I've been in practice for 10 years and I don't understand how to look at my retained earnings and see if they're doing well, how to look at my financial planning and see how is it compared to other physicians in my position. So a lot of these questions, that's how I get my clients. These are the first initial questions. So we basically serve three different segments. The first segment is new doctors that are just graduating, and obviously financial planning for them is very different than somebody who's been in practice for 10 years or 20 years. And I think that the beginners are looking for cheapest way and best way to ensure themselves to start a financial plan on the personal side, to start some saving on the corporation side. And Julie, sometimes questions are so simple. Should I incorporate? Okay, or should I just continue practicing? And sometimes I hate to see a physician reach out and say, you know what, I haven't incorporated for 4 years because my accountant said I didn't have to. And when I see each year for the first 4 years, they've paid, 150, 200, 250,000 in taxes, it breaks my heart. Okay?
Right.
And
tell me a little bit more about this is retirement planning, would you say, or is it lifetime planning, or is this insurance planning? Like, how would you identify what the core goals are?
So great question. I basically specialize in personal planning, corporate planning, state planning, retirement planning, and with my team also in tax planning.
I see.
So all these areas. And Julie, the way I work, I build almost like family sort of relationship with my clients. Any question that I can't answer, I have a team of CPAs, team of lawyers that are on standby with me. Anything I don't understand, I don't mind reaching out to another expert and getting the answer. Because biggest thing with doctors is how do I save money, save time for them? And that's how I reached out to your firm. A lot of my clients were saying, oh, we filled out these forms and nothing came out of it, and I don't agree with this. And then one client said, you know what, I just got a check for $80,000, and this is the firm that helped me do it, and they made it very simple. And I was like, oh my gosh, can you tell me more about it? And that's when I reached out to your staff. I interviewed them, I talked to them. I even begged them for giving discount to my clients. And thank you for that graciousness, because that's how I want to serve my client. This is what I want to be known for, that I help my clients with all my heart and soul and expertise. I have my MBA, CFP, CLU, which qualifies me to serve this community with the best of my knowledge and background.
And you have a team of support. You're not just wholly independent. You have a team, like I have a team as well. So can you tell me a little bit of the support team that you have in addition to the professionals that you work with?
Yes, absolutely. And no one person can run a show like this alone. And you know this better than anybody else. I have a team of young people that work on the operations side, all the paperwork, everything that needs to be safeguarded for the client. I have a team of cybersecurity experts that work with me. I have a team of CPAs that are on my fingertips. They are part of my team. Anything that I don't understand or get confused about, I reach out to them. Lawyers are also on standby, but my personal staff is there to support anything that we can have smooth transition for our client. Another
Mm.
thing I want you to know, Julie, is my clients meet with me while they're sitting in their bed in their pajamas. I want to meet them that way because they have no time.
Mm.
And somebody who wants to meet with you in person, sitting in your office, for doctors, that means taking time away from their kids. I don't
And
want to do
traffic.
that. And traffic.
And traffic, of course, big city, and yeah, that's impractical these days. Yeah, I totally get that. And it's great that you're that flexible, that you can be amenable to all these hectic and chaotic schedules. And we all know how hard doctors work. We assess doctors on a daily basis, and I can't believe some of them working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, evenings and weekends. And, you know, in our case, they're all often academics advancing knowledge in the field of science and medicine. So we thank them for their dedication to the academic industry. But at the same time, they deserve to have good professional services. In our case, the SR&ED program, and in your case, overall wealth planning, which we don't do, right? I mean, I just want to make that clear, you know, in as much as, you know, I'm going to help a doctor get a check from the government, like you just said, what they do with it is, it's their business. I don't get involved in their insurance or their real estate or any of that. So let me just ask one question. Let me just ask one question. As a professional, I often hear that wealth advisors are involved in insurance. And I find it the most complicated aspect of wealth planning. So without going into a lot of details, and just me as a lay person, what could you tell a lay person or a professional, just in general, why is insurance part of wealth planning? And is that something that you cover when you do wealth planning?
So wealth planning and insurance, they go hand in hand.
Right.
But insurance products are very, very complex.
Yeah.
So a new doctor, what they need to put in place could be very different than somebody who's approaching retirement planning or estate planning.
Right.
And there are many tax benefits to having insurances installed in their corporations, but not for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to assess that. We are probably the only firm that tells clients you need insurance and you don't need insurance.
If I remember correctly, you do provide a deep dive service for all new clients, right? Like it sounded pretty comprehensive what you provide to all new assessments, correct?
That's right. So first 6 to 8 hours that I invest in my clients, I don't want to get paid for it. I don't charge them. There's no obligation. They could work with me for those 6 to 8 hours and say, Seema, I would not want to deal with you. Absolutely fine. There is no bill, no charge to them.
Wow. Well, that's pretty rare. I mean, we also provide SR&ED assessment at no cost, so I can kind of relate. So it seems like we're both fairly ethical and professional firms. Well, it's super to be working with you. I hope that more doctors take on some opportunity to work with a professional, perhaps your firm, and to learn more about wealth planning and estate planning, because it's so complicated. Definitely the doctors in this country can use some professional help, and hope you get either more clients or more opportunities in this sector. We're happy to work with you.
Thank you so much, Julie, for this opportunity. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you for your time today.